Hi, it's Kristen. Welcome back for another DIY video. One of the challenges of making a mask at home is finding a way to effectively filter airborne particles. Today I'll be showing you how to make a mask that filters up to 10 times more airborne particles than a regular cotton mask. I'm excited to share with you that today's video is sponsored by a company called Filty. Filty has been making reusable HVAC filters for homes to keep the air filtered and clean, and when they noticed people using t-shirts and other household materials to make masks out of, they knew that they had the capability to help. The Filty face mask material is made of polypropylene with a nanofiber fine filtration layer and a surface layer of non-woven polyester. The Filty face mask material can filter up to 95% of airborne particles coming through the mask. By comparison, regular cotton sewing fabric only filters about 10%. Something else that I love is that the material is manufactured and produced right here in the US. There are a few ways that you can use this material. One of them is that you can make a disposable filter to put inside of a reusable cotton mask. I'll put links down below so you can find my tutorials on those. I have several tutorials sharing how to make a reusable cotton mask, and this Filty material is perfect to slide inside of the mask as a filter. Another way that you can use it is to put it as a layer in between cotton fabrics. You could do a layer of cotton fabric and then a layer of the Filty material and then another layer on a mask, and that would work great as well. And lastly, you can just use the material and make a mask out of it. Today, I'll be sharing with you how to make a mask out of the material, as well as how to make a filter that you could slide inside of a reusable cotton mask. Of course, I'll have a link down below to the Filty website where you can purchase this material on your own. It's very reasonably priced, and the company is well stocked and ready to ship. All right, let's make our face mask. To make a mask out of the Filty material, you will of course need that material. You'll need two 4-inch pieces of elastic, some sort of bendable wire for the nose piece, as well as scissors and some sort of clip to hold our fabric in place. We'll also be using our sewing machine as well. We're going to start by tracing out our mask pattern. I have this pattern on my website at raisingnobles.com. I'll put a link directly to the blog post down below if you want to get the pattern and print it out yourself. The Filty material has a smoother side as well as a more fuzzy side, and so for this tutorial we're going to be putting the fuzzy sides together, and then we are going to sew just along those rounded edges, just a straight stitch with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Now it's time to sew our two pieces together. So you're going to open up one of the pieces and put the fuzzier side facing towards you, and then the other piece you're going to have the fuzzier side facing down, so the fuzzy sides are facing each other. For this material, I'm not going to be using pins on it. I don't want to create any holes in this material. We're trying to filter as much as we possibly can, viruses, bacteria, all of that. So I'm using these alligator hair clips to hold the fabric in place while I get ready to sew it up. We are going to sew the top and the bottom edges here. We're going to leave the two short sides open to be able to flip our mask right side out, as well as add our elastic. Once you have the top and bottom all sewn up, I'm just clipping away the extra thread and I'm going to turn the mask right side out. And the next step is going to be to add our bendable nose wire. So for this, I'm using something called a tin tie. I got mine on Amazon. I'll have a link to it down below for you. They're very inexpensive and they are the perfect thing to use in a face mask. They're not going to rust because they're covered in this plastic material, and so they're super easy and just the right length to slide into the top of a mask, whether you're making this style mask, the more fitted kind, or the kind that I have other tutorials for, the more like pleated face mask. They fit perfectly in those as well. And we're just going to sew a straight stitch right on the side of this nose piece just to keep it in place. You can see how the nose piece just fits perfectly in the mask. It's like it was made for it. I love it. So the next part is going to be to add our elastic. So I'm using 1/8 inch skinny elastic for this, but you can use just about anything that you would like. It has a little bit of stretchiness to it. I'm using 4 inches here. And so what I'm doing is just tucking in the edges of the mask here. And then I'm going to put one side of my elastic into the edge that I just tucked in. I'm going to sew down a ways, and then I want to leave a little bit of a pocket, and then I'm going to slide that last bit of the elastic in just like I'm showing, and then sew the rest of the way. And there is our nicely fitted mask made of an amazing material that is more likely to keep you safe from viruses and bacteria and things like that compared to just a regular cotton mask. All right, now I'm going to show you how to make a disposable filter for a cotton face mask. So this is a pleated style face mask that I have a tutorial for on my channel. Again, it'll be linked in the description box. But basically, we're just going to take a template, which is 4 inches by 6 inches. We're going to cut this rectangle out of the felty material and place it inside of our cotton mask. If you would like to be able to print this template out for yourself, I have it on my website, which is raisingnobles.com, and I'll also have a direct link to the blog post down below. If you're using this material to make a filter like this, then you're going to want to make sure that you put the fuzzier side of the fabric facing out away from your face, and then the softer side facing towards your mouth. But that's all there is to it. So now we're just gonna slide our little rectangle piece of filter right inside of our mask. It takes a little bit of finagling to get it to lay in there correctly, but it is super easy to do, and it is a great way to have a disposable filter that is very inexpensive in your masks. Then you can just throw it out when you're done using it. Thanks for watching this video today. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. You can leave them in the comments down below. If you're new here, I'd love it if you would subscribe and stick around for more videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.